When we first started our channel, we feel like some of our best content was put up back then, but because we didn't have that many followers, a lot of you didn't get the chance to see it.
And one of them is the video we want you to watch today on accountability partners. You know, you might think this stage of life is when you don't need accountability partner, but I think you should watch the video and make that determination.
So we hope you enjoy it. Please let us know. Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about our channel. We want to reach as many people as we can. Hey, if you think you can bounce through this retirement phase of your life with little or no accountability, you've got a rude awakening coming.
You know, while the idea of sitting back and taking it easy sounds really fun, without accountability, there's a good chance you're going to miss the mark on this phase of your life.
And if you're not working on your physical and your mental wellness, you can shorten your life as well as make these golden years stressful, sickly, and shorter than they really need to be.
You did the 3 S's right there. Stressful,
Sickly,
and shorter.
shorter.
That was good.
I like that.
I
The
liked
3
it
S's.
too. I liked it too.
Today is all about the 3 S's.
No, it isn't. Today, we're going to give you 4 reasons why an accountability partner can help you with your goals.
And at the end, we're going to share with you the 4 steps in finding a partner and making it work. So make sure you stay to the end.
So there's 4 things and 4 steps. There's a lot packed in here.
4 things and 4 steps. That's right.
Up until 4 weeks ago.
Here's another 4.
There's another 4. Up until 4 weeks ago, Mark and I had our routines pretty dialed in. We were focused and we were getting some great results. But then life happened and we started to embark on a 4-week travel excursion.
And it was awesome. You know, COVID had us locked down a bit. So we flew to California and we spent 10 days with our son, his wife, our grandson, who was 2.5. And we didn't want to wake our grandson in the morning, so I started skipping my 5 a.m. exercise.
Then we left from there and we went to Austin to visit one of our daughters who had just moved there. And we were in a hotel, and while the restrictions have lifted a bit,
Right.
the gyms weren't open. We did go for walks,
We
but
did
it wasn't really dedicated and focused.
But we weren't getting up and we weren't doing our routine.
That's
And we
right.
had great excuses, right?
We did have good excuses.
And then we came
which-
back for one day.
Those are 2 words that should never be put together. Great and excuses.
That's true.
So let's not do that. Let's make a
Okay,
pact
all
not
right.
to do that. Then the 3rd week, we went to Florida for a week, and we really started skipping our exercise. We skipped our meditation. We started skipping our journaling. And while we had excuses,
Right.
I wouldn't say great excuses, it really put us in a downward spiral on our accountability to ourselves.
It did, you know, and the excuses were didn't want to wake the grandson, wanted to spend time with our daughter,
Right.
the hotel gym was closed. In Florida, we were busy, we had no place to work out, so we had reasons or excuses, but that's just not helpful.
Just last week, after then we embarked upon Memorial Day, right? So we had
Had a house
company,
full.
we had a house full.
8 or 9 people here for 4 days.
Which was really fun, but we realized we were tired, we had low energy, we had some bad sleeping
We
habits,
both gained weight, we felt stressed.
felt a little bit
was-
stressed, and we decided we needed to really get working on our morning routine again.
Yeah, because we knew that's why we felt the way we did.
Right.
We weren't exercising, we weren't meditating, we weren't journaling, we weren't holding each other accountable. We tend to do that, but it really wasn't working that well.
And it's funny because before we went on vacation, we were holding each other loosely accountable, but we were really accountable to ourselves and the output and the energy that we were getting.
Right.
You know, our routines really help us maintain high energy level, happy moods, positive outlooks, weight stability or loss, depending
Right.
on what's happening, and we definitely get better sleep when we're doing it.
But we knew we had to make a change. So we took some of our own advice. You know, in our online course and in our challenges, we always talk about getting an accountability partner other than your spouse, let's say, because it puts you in a position where you really have to perform better.
And you really needed and wanted a partner for this morning routine, and that was really about your physical
It
wellness.
was, because it just sets me up for such a great day.
I, on the other hand, needed someone to make sure I was staying not on top of my Peloton, but really on top of like yoga and meditation, breathing exercises.
Right.
Really, for me, it was for self-care.
So the first thing we did when we sat down and talked about this on Monday is that we agreed that this is really important and we need to do it. And through our research and our experience, we came up with 4 reasons on why it helps to have an accountability partner. We want to share them with you today. And the first one is probably the most important one and the simplest one, is that you have someone to check in with. Now, I check in with Jody every day, all day long.
You just don't listen.
And it's easy. That's true. I don't. But
You
it's
check
easy to
in.
make. It's
I
easy
give
to-
feedback.
You know, hey, how was your workout? Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I didn't work out. Well, you don't say anything.
Right.
And
Well,
it's
I don't want to
easy-
make you feel bad, right? You never want your
'Cause I
accountability.
cry. I tend to cry. But having someone outside the family to check in with, and you and I have done this our whole career.
Right.
We thought back on our career and we had coaches and God, remember that mastermind we did for 12 months
Right.
with Roger and Brent and you and I.
It was
and,
a Robin Sharma mastermind.
And what did we
Yeah.
do every day for 12 months?
Yeah, I mean, every day we checked in with each other. We texted. We made sure we did all the exercises, that we did the
Right.
journaling and the meditation
Right.
every day for 365
I know,
days.
I know.
I actually think you 3 went longer. I dropped out after a year.
Yeah, we actually extended
Didn't you
it
do
another
that?
6
Yeah.
months. We did.
Yeah.
But it was great. So the first one is checking in with someone on a daily basis.
And really, the second reason is, and I love this reason, is you get a built-in cheerleader. You get someone who encourages you when you hit the mark. You get someone who celebrates your successes with you, and that will continue to motivate you.
You know, I started with an accountability partner on Monday. I reached out to my friend Jim and I told him, it's a funny story actually. I was in his shop and I said, hey, by the way, because he's an inspiration to me. He started exercising in January of this year, got a Peloton, rode that Peloton every single
Yeah.
day for 6 months. He lost 30 pounds.
He looks great.
He's lowered his cholesterol and a few other things that were going on, and he looks fantastic. I mean, he really looks great. So I said to him, knowing full well that I'm struggling a bit, hey, how's the Peloton going? And he said, I haven't done it in a couple of weeks. I looked at him and said, why? What happened? He said, I don't know. I stopped one day. I didn't do it the second day. Then it was the 5th day, and it's been 2 weeks. So I said immediately, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to become accountability partners. Now, I worked out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm going to work out tomorrow. And even this morning, laying in bed, waking up, going, I don't really want to work out. And I said, I got Jim. Jim's in bed with me right now. I have to get out and text him.
Well, you know, so that brings
So it
up
helps.
It brings up a really good point, though. I mean, you know, when you're struggling to do something, you know, it's easier to be accountable to someone else than sometimes to be accountable to yourself.
Right.
Right? Because in your own head, you do those great excuses.
Right.
But with somebody else, when you say them out loud, they don't sound so great. They
No,
just sound like
no.
excuses. So let's get to the third reason, which is the built-in motivation.
Which is kind of the example I just gave.
Just knowing that you've got to check in with somebody and you don't want to be embarrassed and you don't want to state the excuses out loud.
Right. And because it's ridiculous. I mean, a couple nights ago, I didn't sleep well. We both didn't sleep well. Got up in the morning, we both said, well, we're going to work out anyway. So
Right.
having this knowing that we have an outside accountability partner really helps Jody and I take a little pressure off each other. But we also talk about the fact how important it is.
And in our research, we came up with a fourth reason, kind of pulled it together from a bunch of articles. And really, if you think about it, your commitment and clarity comes through when you make a personal declaration of what you want to do.
Right.
It clears up anything around your goals and activities, and it
Right.
makes your outcomes more clear.
Yeah, with Jim, I said to him, I'm going to get up every day at 5. I'm going to exercise for 20 minutes. Or 30 minutes, I'm going to do my meditation and I'm going to journal. And for the last 4 mornings, I've sent him a text, that's what I've done. And he replies back, that's great, I just did so and so and so and so and so and so. So we're now, it's working. It really is. And, you know, he's got goals and they're clear. So, yeah.
And so those are the 4 reasons why an accountability partner is important. Now let's give you the 4 steps to finding the right
Yeah.
accountability partner.
And the first thing, obviously, you got to find someone.
Yeah.
And
Just identify a person.
yeah,
right?
identify the person, and I think it should be someone that at least has so certainly some interest in you as a growth person. They want to see you be successful in whatever you're doing, and that maybe I think it's better if they've got something similar they're working on too. So it's not just you checking in with them, but they're checking in with you as well, because then it's sort of what am I trying to say? It's equal.
It's like a shared experience.
Shared experience,
at that
yeah.
point. And that comes with, the next one. You really want to share that declaration
Right.
with them, right? We talked about how important it was sharing the declaration for clarity.
Right.
So you want to share the declaration, like my goal is to be on the Peloton for 45 minutes, 4 days a week, and in a hot yoga class 3 days a week.
And I promise to text you every day
Right.
to let you know that I did it.
Right.
So, and the last one is there's got to be, we talk about penalty and encouragement. Certainly you want to have encouragement. So good job, Mark. That's great. I'm glad you did it. I did it today too. The penalty part, we haven't figured that out. I think the penalty is self-inflicted. If you don't do it, there's some embarrassment.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you could raise the stakes, and I've done this before with, girlfriends, like if we're going to meet at the gym at 5 days a week, get there at 5 a.m. If you miss a
Right.
day, you pay $10,
Right.
or, kind of goes into a fund for maybe a
Right.
lunch afterwards or something, after the time is over. So you can be creative with
You
your
can.
penalties.
And the other thing is today we focused on physical wellness. There are so many other areas of our lives that Jody and I work on that we can have different accountability partners for different parts of our life. Physical
Absolutely.
wellness, mental wellness, relationship, spouse partner relationship, and the wisdom sharing piece. It's, you can build a group, your own little community to help make your life better and their life better.
Or feel free to join our Facebook group, which is free at Retirement Transformed Facebook group.
Right.
And you'll find a group of people there that are looking and willing to be your accountability partner.
That's
perhaps.
true. That's true. If you enjoyed this, please share with your friends. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get the latest and greatest weekly tips that Jody and I put out. So
Thanks for being with us, and we hope to see you again.